Did you know that your body changes more dramatically between ages 75 and 80 than it did in the previous decade combined? Most doctors won't tell you this because they assume you already know. But I'm about to reveal 5 critical health truths that could add years to your life and life to your years. These aren't gentle suggestions or feel-good advice. These are brutal realities that, when addressed properly, can mean the difference between thriving independence and struggling dependence. The 5th truth is so shocking that when you hear it, you'll understand why many people unknowingly shorten their own lifespan by ignoring this one simple daily habit that takes less than 10 minutes. Vivian from Dallas thought she was doing everything right at 77. She ate her vegetables, took her vitamins, and even walked around the block twice a week. But 3 seemingly harmless changes in her daily routine were silently stealing her strength and independence, and within 6 months, her entire world had shifted in ways she never saw coming. Truth 1. Your muscle mass is disappearing faster than you think. After age 75, your body loses muscle mass at triple the rate it did when you were in your 60s. This isn't just about looking frail or feeling weak during your morning routine. Harvard Medical School researchers have documented that adults over 75 experience what they call accelerated sarcopenia, where muscle tissue breaks down faster than your body can rebuild it. The process happens so gradually that most people don't notice until they suddenly can't perform tasks they've done effortlessly for decades. Your muscles aren't just shrinking, they're becoming less efficient at responding to the signals your brain sends them. The consequences show up in everyday moments that catch you off guard. Linda from Tampa discovered this reality when she couldn't lift her favorite cast iron skillet anymore, something she'd used daily for 40 years. Within 3 months, she struggled to carry her groceries from the car to her front door. Simple activities like getting out of a low chair or climbing a flight of stairs become monumental challenges that leave you breathless and frustrated. Research from the American Journal of Medicine shows that seniors who lose significant muscle mass have a 58% higher risk of falls and a 23% higher chance of requiring assisted living within 2 years. The muscle loss doesn't just affect your arms and legs. Your core muscles, which keep you stable and upright, weaken dramatically after 75. Dr. Maria Santos at Johns Hopkins explains that when these deep, stabilizing muscles deteriorate, your spine loses support and your balance becomes compromised. This creates a cascade effect where walking becomes unsteady, reaching overhead becomes dangerous, and even simple movements like turning your head quickly can throw off your equilibrium. Your body starts compensating for weak muscles by using other muscle groups incorrectly, leading to joint pain and further weakness. You can stop this muscle loss today with resistance exercises that take just 5 minutes and use items you already have in your home. Grab 2 cans of soup or water bottles and do arm raises while sitting in your favorite chair. Stand up and sit down 10 times without using your hands for support. These simple movements signal your muscles to start rebuilding and can reverse months of decline within just 2 weeks. Don't wait another day to start fighting back against muscle loss, because every day you delay, you lose more strength that becomes harder to regain. Truth 2. Your balance system is silently failing. When did you last stand on one foot for 10 seconds without holding onto something? If you can't remember or you're afraid to try, your balance system has already begun its dangerous decline. The Mayo Clinic reports that balance deterioration accelerates dramatically after age 75, with most people losing critical stability functions without realizing it until they experience their first serious fall. Your inner ear, vision, and muscle coordination systems that once worked seamlessly together start sending mixed signals to your brain. This confusion leads to that unsteady feeling when you stand up quickly or turn around. The statistics are terrifying and unavoidable. According to the Centers for Disease Control, 1 in 4 seniors over 75 will experience a fall serious enough to require medical attention this year. Frank from Phoenix learned this the hard way when he lost his balance reaching for a book on a low shelf. The fall resulted in a broken hip that required surgery and 3 months of rehabilitation. What makes falls after 75 so dangerous is that your bones have become more brittle, your reflexes have slowed, and your ability to catch yourself has diminished significantly. Hip fractures represent one of the most serious consequences of balance problems in seniors over 75. Medical research consistently shows that 50% of seniors who suffer hip fractures never return to their previous level of independence. Many require permanent assistance with daily activities like bathing, dressing, and preparing meals. The psychological impact often proves just as devastating as the physical injury, with many seniors developing a fear of movement that leads to further muscle weakness and social isolation. Emergency room physicians see this tragic cycle repeat daily across the country. You can dramatically improve your balance starting today with exercises that take just 2 minutes and can be done while holding onto a sturdy chair. Practice standing on 1 foot for 5 seconds, then switch feet, gradually working up to 10 seconds each. Walk heel to toe in a straight line for 10 steps, using a wall for support if needed. These simple exercises retrain your brain to coordinate balance signals and strengthen the small muscles that keep you upright. Your balance system can improve remarkably quickly, but only if you challenge it regularly and safely. Start these exercises immediately because your next step could literally determine your independence for years to come. Truth 3. Loneliness is killing you as fast as smoking. Social isolation after age 75 increases your risk of death by 50%, making loneliness as dangerous to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. This isn't emotional drama or exaggeration. This is cold medical fact documented by researchers at Johns Hopkins University. When you spend days without meaningful human contact, your body interprets this as a survival threat and floods your system with stress hormones that damage your heart, weaken your immune system, and accelerate aging at the cellular level. Your brain literally begins to shrink when deprived of regular social stimulation, leading to faster cognitive decline and increased risk of dementia. The health consequences of loneliness show up in ways most people never connect to social isolation. Dr. Sarah Chen at the University of Chicago found that lonely seniors have inflammation levels comparable to people with serious chronic diseases. This constant inflammation attacks your cardiovascular system, increases your risk of stroke, and makes you more susceptible to infections that your body should easily fight off. Helen from Seattle noticed she was getting sick more often after her husband passed away, not realizing that her isolation was literally weakening her immune system's ability to protect her. Loneliness creates a vicious cycle that becomes harder to break the longer it continues. When you feel isolated, you lose motivation to maintain your appearance, prepare proper meals, or engage in activities you once enjoyed. This withdrawal makes you less likely to accept social invitations or reach out to others, deepening your isolation further. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that lonely seniors are 40% more likely to develop dementia and twice as likely to die from heart disease compared to those with strong social connections. You can break the loneliness cycle today with one meaningful social interaction, even if it's just a 5-minute phone call to a neighbor or family member. Join a senior center activity, volunteer at a local charity, or simply strike up a conversation with someone at the grocery store. If mobility is an issue, video calls with grandchildren or participating in online community groups can provide the social connection your brain desperately needs. The key is consistency. Your brain requires regular social stimulation to maintain its health, just like your body needs regular exercise. Don't let another day pass in isolation because your social connections are literally your lifeline to longer, healthier living. Truth 4. Dehydration is your silent enemy. How many glasses of water did you drink yesterday? If you can't remember or the number is less than 6, you're likely experiencing chronic dehydration that's slowly damaging your organs and increasing your risk of serious health emergencies. After age 75, your body's ability to sense thirst diminishes significantly, meaning you can be dangerously dehydrated without feeling thirsty at all. The Centers for Disease Control reports that dehydration is responsible for over 600,000 hospitalizations among seniors annually, with many cases involving people who had no idea they weren't drinking enough water. Dehydration after 75 doesn't just make you feel tired, it creates a cascade of dangerous health problems that can appear suddenly and severely. Your kidneys struggle to filter waste effectively when you're dehydrated, leading to a buildup of toxins that can cause confusion, dizziness, and dangerous falls. Carl from Denver ended up in the emergency room with what doctors initially thought was a stroke, but it turned out to be severe dehydration that had affected his brain function. His blood pressure had spiked dangerously high, and his kidney function had dropped to concerning levels, all because he hadn't been drinking enough water for several weeks. The signs of chronic dehydration in seniors often get mistaken for normal aging or other health conditions. Dark yellow urine, persistent fatigue, confusion, dry mouth, and frequent urinary tract infections all point to inadequate hydration. Many seniors develop what doctors call tea and toast syndrome, where they survive on minimal fluids and simple foods, not realizing they're slowly starving their organs of essential hydration. Your blood becomes thicker when you're dehydrated, forcing your heart to work harder and increasing your risk of blood clots and heart attacks. You can protect yourself from dehydration starting right now by keeping a marked water bottle within arm's reach and drinking specific amounts throughout the day. Aim for 1 8-ounce glass of water every 2 hours while you're awake, and drink an extra glass with each meal. Set alarms on your phone to remind yourself to drink because your thirst sensation can no longer be trusted. If plain water feels boring, add a slice of lemon or cucumber for flavor, but avoid drinks with caffeine or alcohol as they actually increase dehydration. Every sip you take today is preventing organ damage that could land you in the hospital tomorrow, so start drinking more water immediately. Truth 5. Your sleep quality controls your lifespan. Poor sleep after age 75 doesn't just make you tired the next day, it's actively shortening your life and accelerating the aging process in ways that can't be reversed. Stanford sleep medicine researchers have discovered that seniors who consistently sleep less than 6 hours per night have a 30% higher risk of death from all causes compared to those who get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. During deep sleep, your brain flushes out toxic proteins that accumulate during the day, including the same proteins that form plaques in Alzheimer's disease. Without adequate sleep, these toxins build up and begin damaging your memory and cognitive function permanently. Sleep problems after 75 often stem from changes in your brain's natural sleep-wake cycle, but the consequences extend far beyond feeling groggy. Dr. Matthew Walker at UC Berkeley found that seniors with poor sleep have weakened immune systems that make them 3 times more likely to catch colds and flu, and their bodies respond poorly to vaccines. Poor sleep also disrupts your body's ability to regulate blood sugar, leading to increased diabetes risk, and interferes with the hormones that control hunger, often resulting in unhealthy weight gain or loss. The quality of your sleep matters more than the quantity, especially after age 75. Many seniors think they're sleeping well because they spend 8 hours in bed, but they're actually experiencing fragmented sleep with frequent awakenings that prevent deep, restorative rest. Joyce from Miami thought she was getting plenty of sleep until a sleep study revealed she was waking up over 30 times per night due to sleep apnea. She didn't know she had. Once treated, her energy returned, her memory improved dramatically, and her blood pressure dropped to normal levels within just 6 weeks. You can dramatically improve your sleep quality tonight by making simple changes to your bedroom environment and evening routine. Keep your bedroom temperature between 65 and 68 degrees. Use blackout curtains or an eye mask to eliminate light, and avoid screens for at least 1 hour before bedtime. Create a calming pre-sleep ritual like reading or gentle stretching, and try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. If you snore or frequently wake up gasping, talk to your doctor about sleep apnea testing, as this condition becomes more common and dangerous after 75. Don't accept poor sleep as normal aging, because the damage it causes to your brain and body accumulates every single night you delay addressing it. These 5 brutal truths might seem overwhelming, but here's the incredible reality that gives me hope for every person watching this. Small, consistent daily actions can reverse these trends and give you back control over your health after 75. You have more power over your aging process than anyone wants to admit, and the solutions I've shared today cost nothing and take just minutes to implement. Vivian, who I mentioned at the beginning, transformed her life at 77 by applying just 3 of these strategies, and within 4 months she was stronger, more balanced, and more energetic than she'd been in years. If this opened your eyes to something you didn't know about health after 75, hit that like button to help other seniors discover these life-changing truths. Tell me in the comments which of these 5 revelations surprised you most, and please share this video with someone over 75 who needs to hear this information. Your share could literally save a life and help someone maintain their independence for years longer than they thought possible.